This is Jessica, and I want to thank you for tuning in to watch another episode of JN Motivates. So, guys, today I want to share with you a little bit of how I got to the place where I am today, right? Specifically, I'm talking about like what brought me to speak on the YouTube platform. So, at the height of the pandemic, God was really nudging me, right? Telling me that He wanted me to speak specifics, right? There was a certain group of people that He wanted me to begin to advocate for. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to do that. Like, anybody who knows me knows how comfortable I am behind the scenes. And I really suppressed this thing for a long time, actually. And then in the middle of everything that we were all going through as a country, I said, you know what? God, I hear you, and I'll do it, right? I'm going to do it. And it really took a lot for me. But I began to move forward in this new endeavor and create content and begin to film these motivational videos and really speeches, right? Doors have begun to open up for me to move forward in this arena. Now, one day my husband and I are going out to film, and I'm like, I'm gonna go out there, step out in faith that this is really what God is calling me to do. I have my bag packed. I'm in the hallway of my lobby, and I pass what looked like a book on the floor. My husband gives me a call, and he's like, hey, you know, I went up to the parking lot to get the car, but I passed this book, and I'm not sure if it said what I think it said. You should pick it up and take a look at it. So I'm like, okay, cool. I picked the book up, and I was wowed. I couldn't believe it. Like, God is confirming, even on my way to the assignment, giving me the confirmation, telling me, this is what I want you to do. Don't be afraid. I'm with you. So I have the book today, and I want to show it to you. The book is a beautiful cover. This is the book. It's a beautiful cover, and it says, So to Speak. So I look at the title, and I'm like, so to speak, that looks like it could be relevant to my situation. So I pick it up, and I'm waiting for him to come back from the parking lot. So I have a minute to read, just to skim through it and see, like, what is the book really about, right? Because I might just leave it behind. If it's not for me, it's not for me. So I pick it up, and I decide to read the introduction, and I want to read it to you. I want to read to you the introduction. It says, while the world was on pause for COVID-19, I took some lockdown time to gather together a few of my speeches and review my public speaking journey. Although widely thought to be one of life's greatest stresses, I found the process of preparing this book rather reassuring during a time of so much uncertainty. That was enough for me. I was like, this is wild. Like, unless you receive like wild confirmation from the Lord, you just can't understand the panic, the excitement that I'm experiencing. I'm like, this can't be. And so I go out and I show my husband. At this point, I'm like literally convinced that my husband just like bought the book, put it down on the lobby floor on his way out the door, and just called me to tell me to pick it up so I don't pass it on the way out, to like boost my motivational speaking, my confidence, right? I'm like, no, he bought the book, he put it on the floor. This is how I think of my husband, right? He'd do anything to encourage me, to support me. But guys, it simply wasn't the case. That's not what happened, right? I was in awe, and you know, I wept I won't even get into the fullness of it with you, but it was serious confirmation for me that this is not what I felt comfortable doing, not necessarily what I felt called to do at the time, but that this was something that God had given me to do, an assignment, right, a calling. And it was time for me to set aside my reservations, my fear, my own idea of what it is that I was supposed to be doing. And I decided to move forward. There are a lot of gems in this book. I enjoy the book, but again, it really is about the essence. I'm sure you can follow what I'm saying. So I want to encourage you guys today, right? Now that you may understand a little bit more about some of the things that motivate me, right? I read in the book, she lists things that continue to motivate her, right? She's well in her later years and in her career considered a success, right? She's been doing this for a long time, but she has things that still motivate her to this day. And so I want to motivate you guys not to just be busy doing a whole lot of nothing, right? Getting burnt out. That's foolishness. I would never want to encourage you to just be busy. What I am encouraging you to do is to realize the fullness of your potential. I'm not asking you to do what I'm doing. In fact, I would ask you not to copy what I'm doing, right? So God has made you and individually giving you gifts and talents that He has not given me, right? He made you to be you. So what I do want to encourage you to do is to set a goal, to write down your plans, to have realistic expectations of what it is exactly that you want, right? To set a time frame to this goal so that it's not a dream, but that you can actually put this into like real life and apply everything that you have learned, invest a little bit, learn a little bit, work hard, and push forward. I'm simply motivating you to not give up. Not so much to believe in yourself, but more so to believe in the Creator, and that He's giving you purpose, and He has greatness and plans for you that you haven't even tapped into a portion of what's for you. I want to believe good things for you. Amen. Listen, guys, I'm going to live my best life, and I want to encourage you to do the same thing. I hope that this video was an encouragement. I hope that it motivates you to do exactly what you are capable of doing, and to even discover what it is that you're capable of doing that you may not know yet. Guys, I'm asking you to comment. I'm asking you to subscribe, to share, to turn on your post notifications. If you could do that for me, I would appreciate you. And either way, I'm going to be back with more motivation. I thank you for tuning in to JN Motivates. Have a good one, guys.